Okay, welcome back. We're gonna continue our line of questioning.
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the circle, then?
I don't know about
Where
that.
else can mages safely learn to master their talents?
In a
We
new
need
way.
an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows. Magic will find neither on its own.
What do you get out of
What's
this?
in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Ah, I like that. She may seem all fluttery, but...
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable.
Ideally.
Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
The Chantry poses.
You are aware that the Chantry hasn't sanctioned this Inquisition.
The Chantry is leaderless. They're in no position to officially sanction anything.
That's true.
Besides, my dear, if there is one virtue the Chant of Light teaches us, it is forgiveness.
I see.
Once the Inquisition has sealed the breach, I'm sure the new Divine will not care in the slightest about official permission.
Welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
I believe it. I hope you dress like that all the time. Like, that looks really cool. Like, she's the one person, I think, who pulls off the masks really well. Thus far, anyway. Ah, what? No, don't explode on me, game. Don't explode. We don't need none of that crap. None of that crap. Unique items are highlighted in purple. You can also use an item's tier to judge its power from the lowest. Oh, tier 3 is the most powerful. I thought it was like to 10 or something. That's good to know. It's not too bad. I'm like, yeah, I got like a tier 2 thing. It's probably like super weak, but it's middling, I guess. Maybe I should go make some more armor. If they keep expecting me to have more people, they should give me more inventory space. So I can hold all their stuff. I'd like to see what even like the too high level stuff looks like, but I guess at this point I'm just I could make stuff, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll go play around once. Well, fine. Just force me back. Who's down here now? Hey, Cassandra, what do you think?
Do you need something?
Can you tell me more about the Seekers?
The Seekers of Truth were born from the... Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical
Have
events
we
they
already
couldn't
heard
handle.
this?
We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
I don't think we've actually talked to her about this.
How does someone become a Seeker?
Most Seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
Oh.
Is the vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every Seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts.
What's that?
A full year of fasting, prayer,
Whoa.
and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion. And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
Interesting.
I wish I could experience that.
If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it.
But
What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
wow.
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence. thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as fast, and they died. The Temple led us in plow war to right of nation.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified.
Huh.
If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes...
You care deeply about it.
You seem to care a great deal about it.
Too much, if you ask the rest of my order. When faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
I'm sure.
But what are Seekers exactly?
Those who know anything of us think we are Templars.
That's what they sound like.
We do not use lyrium, however.
Ah.
Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine. And not even her, truthfully.
Oh.
So nobody ever watched over the Seekers?
It was the Divine's duty, but she could only do so much when the truth was hidden from her. The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems.
I wondered from the beginning.
If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
Could that be fixed?
Do you think that kind of problem could ever be fixed?
Possibly. Though the Seekers themselves would need to change.
Everything
They were
needs to
clearly
change.
not willing to, even though they abandoned everything they stood for to avoid it. In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
Yeah. What kind of
You
special
mentioned
abilities?
that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training. We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control. Useful considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, though that depends on the individual.
What are yours?
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set the lyrium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will.
Whoa.
Some Seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
Oh, okay. So she can't, I thought maybe it was automatically killing them, but you can just kind of freeze them, or hurt them, or eventually maybe kill them.
I've no more questions.
I didn't realize that we hadn't talked, I thought we had talked everything with her.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Hee hee. Can I ask you that?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
That was everything. Who else? Is Cullen back? Oh, he's because the guy's probably not up there anymore.
Was there something you needed?
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery, but the Templars will aid us. They cannot sit idle while the breach remains.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
Okay.
I should let you get back to work.
La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. We need to go summon everybody. I have a ton of little arrows hanging out in a corner. The war room. The threat remains. Haven's Chantry. I wonder what all the little arrows are for. Maybe it's just pointing out the various people I can... Can I look at the people's names? Does it say... Varric, Sera, Liliana, Solus, Vivienne, she's inside the Chantry. Let's go find Sera. She's close to Varric. There's not anybody over here, right?
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Thank you. And how's our resident crazy doing? Anything new on your end, Varric?
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Oh, that's it then.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Thanks, Varric. She likes Varric, I think. Wait, is she in the tavern?
My creator, judge me. Find me well within your grace.
Oh.
Touch me with fire.
Sarah, you're gonna make me
See
listen to
that new
bard
elf who
songs?
joined up?
Sera? She's a feisty one.
She'd put your eye out.
I didn't mean anything by it. It's good to see us all coming together to serve the Maker.
Never thought the Inquisition would be recruiting thieves to its ranks.
She's not a thief, she's a rogue. I love the music. You doing okay? You're not like partying.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right?
What?
Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
She's not on anybody's side.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Is there something else you're looking for? Like, what's behind all this?
Maybe. I don't know. First things first, right?
I like her.
I help you. March, arrow, kick. Then people stop being stupid, and everything starts to make sense again. Sound good to you, old-touched Lady Herald?
Yikes. Sounds good to me.
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah?
She slightly
Better pay off,
approves.
too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
I'm sure. The smile animation is much better in this game. Rent Jenny says drop and grab operation available. What does that mean?
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse.
Oh wow, yikes. Why would I kick her out?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which, the ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
Interesting. Varric.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Nice. The people who don't do anything.
What do you think about our Spymaster, Ambassador, and Commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you happen to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair though.
What do you think of Cassandra?
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though.
Right.
I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Vivienne.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch. She knows. She better.
That's awesome.
What about Solus?
Solus. His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
I don't know. We aren't done.
Chasing mages, that's a Templar's job. A big, armoured, pissed-off helm polisher. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
Thoughts on the Inquisition?
Is the Inquisition what you thought it would be?
Calling an Inquisition is a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah, in
I
it.
don't even know what they're chasing. Fair question for me as well, I suppose. Everybody following a rumour. At least I'm used to that.
I need a lock picked. Tell me about your background.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
Where are you from?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from north wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on street and or in local taverns.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
Okay. Who trained you?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Not typically.
Usually it takes considerable discipline. Hence my question.
Hence? Look,
Hence?
I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Well, it's not like that for other elves, I know that.
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher.
That's fine.
Where
She's
would
a
I
natural.
find one in alleyways anyway?
I wonder how she's gonna react to that.
I'm just interested in talking to an elf like me.
Don't think so.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, maybe you're alright, but most elves are too elfy.
Where did she grow
Like
up?
that Solus, right?
Yes.
Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
I think there's more to it than that. A few thousand years more.
Hey, someone wants to be angry about old debts, be angry. Be a terror that never lets an enemy forget. But if you're digging it up so you can wear it, that's just weird.
Huh.
I mean, you Dalish don't really know. You have stories, but that's all they are.
Yeah.
It's all fancy dress, not history.
We'll talk later.
If you say so. Hey, it's you again.
Hey, it's you again. Tell me about your friends.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
Was there ever a single one?
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them.
Ah.
Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
It seems like it should be more complicated than that.
That's why you be bad at it and why I'm here. You don't want to play, don't play. That's simple too.
Alright.
Are
I get
you
it,
just
though.
about pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Like, it's hard to say. It's just the way it is,
Right,
yeah?
I grease a ballroom, So a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
Good to know.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far. I'd just get you with a pie or something. Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun that, though. They
Really?
like plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another.
Ah.
Plus, I'm shy at singing.
Where are the people you promised?
She didn't promise anybody.
They won't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it. Right in the... Well, anyway.
Oh my
Little people
gosh.
need them in a million little ways.
So it's strength in numbers?
So lots of little contributions add up in the background, like snowflakes that snap a branch.
What? Sure. Like snow, I
It
guess.
makes sense.
Anyway, it just works. Most of the time. Friend of a friend and little hints.
I like it.
Mind you, you still have to be smart. Don't bet your life unless you're into that. To be clear, I'm not into that.
I can play along if it works for you.
You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
She approves.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, innit?
I'm not done talking.
Hey, it's you again.
Investigate. No, okay. I need a lock picked.
I was wondering if you could look at some locks for me.
What, the doors under the chantry?
You know about them.
Yes!
Places have doors. I just wasn't interested in poking through some sister's breeches. Whatever floats you. Consider them open, yeah?
Awesome, thank you.
Ready for waiting.
Ready for waiting? Carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
I like her a lot. She's probably my favorite so far.
Door again, Flitter. Don't know how it keeps breaking.
Aw, he keeps breaking it so he can come and fix it. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Korth the Mountain Father kept his throne at the peak of Balenas, the mountain at the center of the world, from which he could see all corners of earth and sky, and he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Korth devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart. By taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it, he sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But without his heart, the Mountain Father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart, Korth could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Korth. The Lady of the Sky sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and the strongest flyers, to scour the mountains for the missing heart. And for a year and a day they searched, but sparrow and raven, vulture and eagle, swift and albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the Parchmigin spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed, for the Parchmigin is a tiny bird, too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles, but the Parchmigin sent out anyway. The little bird traveled deep into the frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the god's terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it little by little out of the valley and down a cliff, and when the golden case struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Korth neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was whole again. Then Hakon Winter's Breath bound Korth's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it could never again escape, and all the remaining gods named the Parchmigin honored above even the loftiest eagles. The Parchmigin, an Avar tale. What's Avar mean?
Did you hear the news?
No, I was listening to this.
Well, maybe just for a bit.
Cute. Solus, there's another elf here, but she's not very elfy.
Greetings.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Let's see if I have anything. Jeez, where do you get Dawn Lotus? I got that now. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Not that I use it, but cool. A Dawn.
Cedric can get that for you, sir.
Okay. Oh, I should probably call this episode here. Then we'll run around, grab the couple people we haven't talked to, and then go to the war room. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.